control the narrative, and you just execute accordingly. And it doesn't have to come at a major cost if you're very clear on what you want to achieve. I mean, I'll give you two examples. We had one client in Asia who's had a massive number of business customers, well over 1,000, that relied on the platform, as the infrastructure of their booking, right? Customer bookings, whatever it might be, and that product failed. It failed for a period of 9 hours on a busy bank holiday, and all of the customers who were looking to make bookings couldn't. So for those 1,000 customers, the loss of revenue was quite significant, right? So in dealing with that kind of a crisis, the first thing is you want to communicate that you're aware that it exists. You have to acknowledge that it's happened, right? Because you cannot gaslight, people who are really suffering, because they will start sharing their story online, and then all of a sudden you have a massive reputational crisis that follows a product failure, or a technology crisis, right? So you have to acknowledge what has happened. Once you've done that, you have to lay out very clearly what steps are being taken place to resolve it as quickly as possible, what the team is doing, etc., etc., etc. And you want to provide as frequent an update to your direct users as possible. Okay, those are your stakeholders in this instance. Investors, that their time will come to be updated. That has to be resolved. There'll be a financial impact, whatever it is. The next thing that you have to do in a scenario like that is, when the situation is resolved, you have to look at the damage that has been done to a lot of these businesses, and you have to try and make either an allowance or a partial refund or whatever it might be. You have to try and make the situation right. You have to be honourable about it. You have to ensure that those who've been impacted, they might not be able to be wholly compensated, but that at the very least you can put up your hands and say, look, mea culpa, here are some of the steps we are taking to try and make this right.